Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay,
And this is Desmond's Donders.
Hello and welcome. We're at Findhorn near the bird hide, and it is our first trip with Grace. Grace is away for a walk at the moment, but no doubt we'll get her on video for you before the video is done. So we're at the park up, and it's a little bit noisy during the day, as you can or cannot hear, but we've had one little fun bit already. The fun bit. A car came into the car park and was so busy watching me that the driver reversed into the fence. Yep, they were so busy minding my business, we forgot about this. Anyway, let's go and have a look around the bay. Findhorn Bay. The tide's in, plenty to see, and there's lots of birds about, so we'll come back and have a look at those if we can. The sun is already going down, and we'll catch more of that as time goes on. There's flocks and flocks of oyster catchers roosting and feeding in the bay. Later on there will be geese, and we'll try and get down and get them. Meanwhile, let's try and take you in. Just to show you, there's more than oyster catchers. We're in the Findhorn Bay area, and we've come here to give Grace her first run out in Desmond, and also to meet with Laura and Angus' dog, or Mr. Angus as he's known, so that Grace and him can get to know each other, so that maybe Grace will not be so shy when it comes to other dogs. We had a great time with Grace. There was some trepidation with the start of things when we tried to get it into Desmond when we got back from the garage on Thursday. We had 3 goes and she wasn't really interested. But Lindsay finally lifted her in, and I held her while Lindsay got in, and we sat there for a little while, and she was fine once in there. She was just loath to jump up. Next day I come to pick her up, or rather take her out to the van after it's all packed up and put her in. I opened the door expecting to have to lift her in, and she just scampered up the step and sat ready to be harnessed in. What a change a day makes. And she was great when we did the same when picking up Lindsay at her work. Other than that, she's come in and out no problem. So here's a minute or so of her nosing around, sniffing everything. She's been fed and looking for more, that's standard, and just being a Labrador in Desmond. She does like playing ball. or should I say fetch the pea, because that is actually a soft pea-shaped object as part of a pea in its pod, or peas in the pod. But she does like playing fetch, and she'll play it anywhere and anywhen. There's no room inside to play it, but she still wants to play it there. So we do roll it about a bit for her. And if you won't play ball, she's quite happy to hold it until you're ready to play with her. She is such a good dog. She's been so well trained, and we are lucky, really lucky to have her in our lives. Findhorn is a village in Moray, Scotland. It is located on the eastern shore of Findhorn Bay and immediately south of the Moray Firth. The Findhorn Foundation lies to the south of Findhorn Village, but is considered separate from it. The existing settlement is the second village to bear this name, the original having been a mile to the northwest of the present position and inundated by the sea. This transposition was not an overnight catastrophe, but a gradual withdrawal from the earlier site during the late 17th and early 18th centuries. Some sources claim it is the third village to bear the name, perhaps erroneously assuming that the 17th century destruction of the nearby Barony of Culbin by shifting sands resulted in an earlier relocation. Findhorn was part of the Barony of Muirton, elected into Borough of Barony by Act of Parliament in 1661.
Come on, Grace. You are a prima donna. Come on. Where are you? You coming? I'm going to fall over. Come on, Grace. Good girl. None of that's down to us. That's down to the training she had before we got her. And she's training us, not the other way about.
Well, here we are, towards the end of Desmond and Grace's first trip. What's it been like? Absolutely brilliant. Last Thursday, we thought it was never going to happen. Grace did not want to know. She did not want to come in to Desmond. So Lindsay left for work on Friday, or I took Lindsay to work for Friday, and I thought I'd be picking her up and bringing her home. I packed Desmond, put all my stuff in, Grace's stuff that needed to go in, and I was watching every bit of the way. But come time to put Grace in, I thought, here we go, this is going to be difficult. Opened the door. He leapt up the steps and straight in, as if to the manor born. I popped her into her restraint. Again, no complaints, and she went. And we drove off to pick up Lindsay. We were a little early. I like to be early, and I let her free within the van. And we played a little bit of ball, as much as you can in here. You know. Throw it 2 feet, she brings it back. And then Lindsay arrived. Grace made a fuss of her, said hello, blah, blah, blah. And then prepared herself to be restrained and sat between the seats, as if she'd done it forever and ever. The weekend been absolutely brilliant. She was out for multiple walks. He came back in the evening and was broken. Had a good kip, but not very long. And then was up and ready to go again. We were out in the dark, pitch black. She wanted to play ball. It was not possible, but it doesn't stop her wanting. And then we settled down for the night. Both nights, Friday night and Saturday night, it was a little bit of trepidation again. But no, she settled down. She's picked her spot. And if you don't go to bed soon, Dad, I'm going to shove you out of my spot. Seemed to be the word. It has been an absolutely brilliant weekend, and look further on to more travels with Grace. Sorry about that. There's a guy just walked past. He went back past with a big bag of something and has just returned with a big empty bag. Alright, we've got his number. He'll probably end up with a council, because otherwise we'll get the blame. Okay, I said it was nearly the end and I've waffled on a bit. This is the end. Please like, subscribe, do all the good YouTube things, and hopefully we'll see you next time. With Grace, of course. Thank you for watching Desmond's Donders. And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.